Hey y'all, Myria Com here again. I apologize for two things right now. One, I apologize if you can hear the dryer in the background. I am trying to get chores done while I get recording done also. And two, I apologize that I have not gotten any recordings up all week. Just in case I have any regular listeners who care about that. Work has been insane all month long, and it's just getting increasingly busier and more frustrating and stressful as we approach some bigger trainings that my team is doing in the next couple of weeks. And I'm not going to complain about work. I'm just going to say that it's been really stressful, and I have not had, any brain power by the time I get home, so I don't have enough time or enough mental energy to think about something interesting to talk about. So yeah. So I apologize that I haven't gotten anything up recently. Because of that, I am definitely getting a recording up tonight, even if it sucks. And this is going to be my last take. I have tried a couple of times and just kind of failed miserably. So here we go. So I have mentioned in a couple of previous recordings, probably more than a couple at this point, but I've mentioned that I've gone no contact with my parents, and that has been going for a year and some change. Little bit longer than a year. And overall, I'm not going to say it hasn't been hard, because it has been, but overall, it has definitely been good for me. I mentally am doing better, emotionally am doing better. It is very nice to not have to constantly think about how I'm gonna have to censor myself the next time I talk to my parents, or whatever. So, overall it has been good. My mother has been sending me cards throughout this year and some change that, I have not been speaking with them. I will say that pretty much immediately, when I went no contact with them, I told them I do not want to talk to you or see you for the foreseeable future. And then at some point I texted them shortly after. I don't remember exactly how long after. And I basically said, as long as you still hold these beliefs, and as long as you are still supporting people and causes that are terrible, I will not be speaking to you. If you want to talk to me, you can text me and tell me that you have changed and you no longer support this stuff, and then I will consider talking to you again. So there's that. My mom has been sending me cards throughout the year, and I, for the most part, was ignoring them. There was a day where I kind of had a moment of weakness, and I opened a bunch of them, and was frustrated and disappointed because none of them said anything about them being sorry, about anything that had happened, or anything like that. Most of them were just greeting cards with, nothing extra added other than maybe something like, I love you, or some shit like that. One of them that I saw, my mom had written in there something to the effect of, I hope we can talk again someday. But again, no acknowledgement that they have done anything wrong, nothing saying they had changed, nothing saying anything, whatever. So I was like, this is all stupid and I don't care about it. She has sent a couple more cards since then that I have not opened. I just kind of have them all sitting on a shelf in my house, and I mostly just ignore them. Well, my birthday is coming up in a couple of days, and when I was leaving work today, I saw that I had a text message. I don't normally, have my phone I don't pay attention to my phone during the day, usually, unless I'm expecting something important. Then maybe I'll pay attention to it a little bit, but most days I'm just like, whatever, I'm at work, I'm gonna work and not look at my personal phone. But as I was leaving work, I noticed that I had a couple of text messages. One of them was just like an appointment reminder, but one of them was from my mom. And it was short enough that the preview showed me what it said, and it basically just said, "Hi, this is Mom. I just want to make sure you got our card. I love you." And so then I was like, well, I guess I have to expect a card again now. Which normally would not be a big deal. And normally I would just assume, well, my birthday's in a couple of days, so it's probably just a birthday card and I don't really care. Whatever. But now, I keep thinking, I sent them a letter at the beginning of the year outlining in a little bit more detail the things that make me not want to talk to them. And if I recall correctly, I don't remember exactly what I said in the letter, but if I recall correctly, I said again, as long as you hold these beliefs, and as long as you support people and causes that are terrible, I do not want to speak with you. If you can prove to me that you've changed, maybe we can talk again, but that is not, otherwise I don't want to talk to you. Whatever. So, that's a thing. And like I have said, there are a bunch of other things I have unpacked over the past year and a couple of months that I did not put into that letter. There are things I have unpacked since I sent the letter that I obviously didn't put in there because I have since unpacked them. But, I sent that letter, so part of me is wondering, well, if there's a card that I'm supposed to be expecting, I wonder if the card addresses any of this stuff. This is part of the problem with being a person with my kind of personality and going no contact with your parents, because I am a curious person. I like to know the context of things. And, I like to know the full context of a situation, for example, before I make any decisions about anything. And I am a person who dwells on things a lot. So, now I'm wondering, what is the card gonna say? There was nothing in my mailbox when I got home. I just went out and checked it a little bit ago because I had heard the mailman come really, really late. But I'm just assuming that's because it is cold and you're probably moving slower as a male person when it is cold. And I get that. So I heard the mailbox open and close earlier. So I checked that just a little bit ago, and there was indeed a card from my parents in there. They were recently on vacation, so they sent it while they were on vacation. It has a postmark from somewhere in Texas, and they were in Texas, I guess. And that is not where they normally live. So I assume that she, part of me now is assuming, she just asked that because they were out of town when they sent it, and they sent it from an unfamiliar place, and so she just wants to make sure it actually got there. But another part of me is this is a really thick envelope. It has a lot of things in it. It is heavier than just, a birthday card or whatever. So what the hell is in here? So, yeah. So instead of just sitting here by my lonesome and dwelling about it, I am talking to you, dear listener, at youtube.com about this thing happening. And I am just gonna talk this out a little bit because, on the one hand, the curiosity is going to kill me if I don't open it. On the other hand, What do I realistically think the likelihood is that it is going to address the situation at all? What do I think the likelihood is that they have at all reflected on their own, what is the right word? Their own, the things they have done in life, and their, yeah, things. What am I trying to say? This is hard. Do I think they have reflected at all on the letter I have sent, or anything that happened that, like, triggered me going no contact with them? I kind of doubt it. I don't think they have. Historically, they have not been willing to reflect on their beliefs or anything like that. So, I don't really believe they have or would or anything. Like, it's maybe unfair to say, but I just don't think they would or have. I'm basing this on nothing. I'm basing it, like, I shouldn't say nothing. I'm basing it on their history. Not, which is maybe a little unfair, because maybe they've changed, maybe they have thought about things, maybe they have reflected, maybe when they went to Texas they were like, maybe we should think about this. I don't know, it's just so hard for me to believe that that is anything that has actually happened. But yeah, I'm just not sure what to do. And I don't... Yeah. I don't know. There's no point in, like, trying to figure it out, because it's whatever. I am just gonna work on this recording. This is, just to, I guess, show people that it's not easy to be a child that has got no contact with their parents. I am sitting here dwelling on the fact that I got a card and I don't want to open it, but I also kind of want to open it. And that's really, like, silly and ridiculous. This is not something worth sitting here and dwelling about, but I am doing it, so hurrah. Yeah. I guess this is, yeah, just to show people that this is not actually easy. It's not like I cut my parents out of my life and just moved on completely. That is not at all what has happened or what is happening. I still let them stress me out more. I am, like, it's probably harder for me right now because I already am super stressed because of work and life and other things. And this is just kind of like the last thing. I'm supposed to be sitting here being excited about my birthday in a couple of days. I am an adult having a birthday, so it doesn't really matter, and it is whatever you make it. I was trying to make it a cool year where I do, like, I'm gonna hang out with people tomorrow, and whatever, and just kind of be chill, but hang out with people, and be around people, and not be a hermit for once. And that's what I should be focusing on, and I should not be focusing on this stupid card that I shouldn't open unless I open it around other people, because I feel like opening it alone will be a bad idea. Don't ask me why. I just feel like that. When I am this stressed and this on edge and, like, struggling to figure out what the point of life even is, I really feel like maybe I shouldn't open something that could be super triggering. So, while I'm alone. So yeah, glad I decided on that. Here we are. And I am not gonna open it. Thanks for being a sounding board, dear listeners. I appreciate that. As I said, I am doing some stuff tomorrow, which is Saturday. So I don't know if I will get another recording out this weekend, but I am gonna at least get this one up. And I appreciate you sticking around. I appreciate you listening. If you have any advice, let me know. If you are also going through something similar and you just want to commiserate, let me know. Feel free to leave a comment. At the very least, you could like this if you listened to some of it. But you don't have to. I am not one of those fishing for engagement kind of people. You can engage if you would like to, and I would like you to engage if you have something meaningful to say. Or if you would like to chat about it some more, if you would, whatever. I am here for that. I don't care. I would love to talk to you if you want to talk to me, so that would be great. But, yeah. I'm losing my voice because I've tried to record a few times and I have failed miserably most times, but here I am getting one done. But I am also losing my voice, so I'm going to stop now. Again, thank you for listening. I really, really do appreciate that. And I do appreciate using this as a sounding board sometimes because, again, I don't have a lot of people to talk to in my everyday life. So, thank you. I appreciate it. This has been Myria Com, talking about the difficulties of going no contact with your parents. And I will try and chat at you again soon. Bye!